been seeing a lot of content lately about no-code and automations and how to use different automations and different technologies and platforms and all this. So today I'm going to go through watch a couple TikToks and give you my reaction to them.
If you want to automate simple tasks using no code, use these 3 no-code tools. Automa is a free Chrome extension for letting you automate your web browser using drag and drop tools. This is great if you want to scrape some web pages or automate an annoying task within your browser.
So I like Automa. Automa, I like the fact that it's free. I like the fact that it can scrape web pages. Web scraping is one of the most challenging things to do if you don't have the expertise in it, but it can be extremely valuable for trying to parse data that maybe doesn't have an API or doesn't connect to these other tools. You know, on the flip side of that, one of the downsides of using a tool like this, as a web browser especially, is for a business setting. There's no centralized login, there's no centralized admin portal that you can manage these automations or these scrapes or anything like that. So if you have a decentralized team or a remote team, that makes it a little bit more harder to manage these automations.
Zapier is the bridge that connects softwares together. It lets you chain together events so that when something triggers on one app, you can choose what happens on other apps with the data the first app sends. Zapier has a free tier for you to try, but is a paid service.
So Zapier is one of the most common tools. I'm sure you've all heard of it. We use Zapier a bit, not too much. We like Make, but it is a paid tool. You can centrally manage these automations, which I do like. Zapier is a little bit expensive, I'm not going to lie, especially if you want some of these like team features and ability to segment access and things like that. But it is the best tool to get started with. Super easy, and you can probably pick it up and start building your automation within an hour.
And that is a tool that lets you easily connect tools with other tools. What makes this one really cool is that it easily connects with your smart devices like Google Homes or Amazon Alexas. People use if this then that to automate things around their house. Sometimes code is just a little bit overkill.
So I like if this then that. I've used it before personally. The challenge once again is it's more of a personal tool. I'd be curious to see what we could do to begin to connect it with tools like or systems like Alexa or Google Home, etc. That could be an interesting use case. We've never done something like that before. But once again, it's more of a personal tool. You're going to have a harder time integrating it with more of these business apps that you use. But once again, it's worth a tool checking out. It is way cheaper by a lot. The dragging and the dropping is less, I think, about the visual flow. It's more so about being able to rearrange these modules. It can be super helpful so you don't have to redo things. But for the average user, hit or miss. They are faster. And what I do like about Make, versus if we're comparing it to Zapier in this case, you can control the timeliness of it. So if you want it to run every morning at 9 a.m. or 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., or every 15 minutes, like whatever time you want, you can trigger the automation to Make to run at that time. It's a little bit harder with Zapier. Us too. We do use Zapier. It once again depends on what tools you're trying to automate, what you're trying to connect, and what the task really is. But I think that's a good summary. I especially want to emphasize the pricing because the pricing is a big difference. Not that pricing should mean everything in this decision, but it's big here.
We all know that saying, fake it until you make it, so here's how I use automation to help me fake it in the corporate world on days when I don't think I'm gonna make it. This is me sleeping peacefully at 9 a.m. You'd never know that I have a Zap set up to automatically send a message to my Slack channel telling everybody good morning so they think I'm alive and well. Meanwhile,
it's kind of funny. I shouldn't be laughing at this. I can't say I support this use case of it for us, but we do have Zaps or automations that kind of do similar things. Another use case for something like this. So we send emails to our team every Monday that asks them to make sure that they entered and submitted their time for the previous week. Completely automated. So slightly different use case, but you can do something similar.
I'm sleeping peacefully. Now it's 12 p.m. It's time for some home renovations because I've been watching a lot of HGTV. Meanwhile, Zapier's got me covered with this Slack message to my team. It's 5 now, time to cuddle with my dog and watch Netflix. Thanks for spending a productive day with me and Zapier. We both hope you have a great evening.
So once again, I can't say that I want to push these use cases, but there's a lot of similar things that you can do with this that can help your team. Automated Slack messages, automated, happy birthday messages if you want to go that far. There's a lot of different use cases on where you can automate some of these, simple tasks, such as sending Slack messages. Our RevOps team sends automated Slack messages once a person gets off a phone call to make sure that we capture the information out of the sales call and, have next steps. So we do things similar, maybe just not the same. So you've heard our take on some of the different tools and platforms and automations that you can build. And here at GrowthLab, we're really fond of a lot of these tools that you're using. You hear a lot about Zapier and Make. Like I said in a lot of these videos and a lot of other content, we're big fans of Make ourselves. So if you started to use Zapier, if you started to use these platforms and you've realized, I need more, we're here to help you. Our NoCode automations team can build you anything custom without any upfront development costs. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe below, and looking forward to sharing more.
That was great. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave us some feedback. Also, check out our website, growthlabfinancial.com. Again, subscribe so you can be notified for the next one.